Hello everybody, I'm Dave Robbins and this is with Endtime Ministries and this is your prophecy in the news. I want to talk to you today about fear in the last days. Heart attack, stroke, high blood pressure, all of these are killers, we know. Let me talk to you about some of the news articles that we've seen in the news lately. Lifetime risk of heart attack or stroke higher than people think. High normal blood pressure raises heart risk in men. And then risk of heart attack, strokes may be underestimated. So we know that all of these are killers in our life, and a lot of them come from stress. Well, the Bible says in Luke 21, verse 16, men's hearts, in the last days, men's hearts will fail them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So fear, stress, pressure, things getting you down all the time, afraid of things to come are some of the leading causes of heart attack in the world today. And the Bible says that this will be so. So why am I talking about this today? Because we have people calling us all the time into our ministry saying that they're afraid. We talk about end-time Bible prophecy, things to come in the future, and people are afraid and they don't want to go through that. But one of the main reasons that people call in here and say they're afraid is because they're afraid that when they die, they're not 100% sure where they're going to spend eternity. Now think about that. Ask yourself this question. If something were to happen to you this afternoon, is your salvation set? And are you 100% sure that you would spend eternity with Jesus Christ? Think about that. So that's why people they call in our ministry all the time, they're afraid. Because they're not 100% sure if they die or when they die, where they'll spend eternity. Well, we want to help you with that. The Bible says this will be so in the last days. That men's hearts will men's hearts will fail them for fear. So I know that I would be scared myself if I knew that I got hit by a bus this afternoon. I didn't know where I would spend eternity. I want to make sure that while I'm alive and willing and knowing in my right mind, knowing what to do, that I make sure that my salvation is set. So the Bible says now is the time of salvation to do all of the steps in the New Testament plan of being born again, the New Testament plan of salvation. So make sure you get that right. Everybody in this life, now think about this, everybody in this life will be held accountable for the things you're doing in this life. Everybody under the sound of my voice, everybody I know is going to be held accountable for the things they do in this life. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're rich, that's fine. I know my pastor talked to us recently about a guy who was extremely rich, could buy anything he wanted, but yet he was under so much stress and turmoil that he couldn't even digest his food. So it doesn't matter being rich will not make you happy and will not take that fear out of your life. It doesn't matter how famous you are. None of that stuff matters. Only what you do for Jesus Christ in this life will matter. The souls that you saved, your relationship with Jesus, your daily prayer life, those are the things that will save you, and the New Testament plan of salvation called being born again. This is the absolute most important thing I could talk to you about today. Make sure that your salvation is set while you have a chance. It's extremely important. 2 Timothy 1, verse 7, it says, "For God hath not appointed us unto fear, unto the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind." So only Jesus Christ can bring that spirit of peace into your life. There's nothing else you can do. Money can't buy it. Being famous won't give it to you. Only what you do for Jesus Christ will determine where you spend eternity. So think about that. So don't wait. Here's what we're telling you. Don't wait. We are in the last days. And the Bible says in the last days, men's heart will fail them for fear. It's in the Bible. So don't wait. The Bible says this is the day of salvation. Today is the day of salvation. So make sure that you get it right today. Thank you for watching. I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this is your prophecy in the news.